I got to fix the fan because it's making a clicking sound that is driving me freaking nuts. Let's get this off today. Get our camera in there straight and nice. There we go. So, if you don't know, I'm setting up all my products and everything we have for, yes, to look professional online. That is important. But also, too, looking professional at the trade shows, the places I want to take my technology to for the future. So, we got to do everything differently. And it should have been done that way before, but, just getting things done here and there, kind of hard to get to stuff. So right now I'm working on a bigger shop, and the inspector didn't find anything at all, period, which is good. So now we have to go through that whole zoning process to get that part all done, and then soon we'll have our shop. Let's go through the process. I'm just glad I got all my paperwork done, so everything's in order, because I remember requesting. I was like, oh, so glad I got that done. All right. So I started another YouTube channel. I was calling it a few things. I haven't decided what I wanted to do with the YouTube channel. I really couldn't decide. At first it was like Cardboard Kingdom, but then I building a blog on that by itself. Like I'm building another blog on that for that by itself, because I don't want to link to YouTube channel or something else. And then I thought I call it my daily walk, but find out that the streaming service works much better on Facebook. So I'm going to do a Facebook page for my daily walk. So I figured I'll use it for, where's my roller at? I'll use it for calling the screen the mother of all screens. It's perfect. So the camera I have here, the camera I have over here doesn't allow me to be able to, I don't know why. I just can't do the mirror mode on it. It just doesn't work. So this one, it does work. So what I have to do is I'm going to mirror off this unit right here and record off that unit right there. So I want to be in the park today with my portable setup. We paint it over here and do some demonstrations out there in the park. Change the scenery, you know what I mean? So we're going to be doing all expos. Everything is going to be on the mother of all screens. That's where all the expo videos, we're going to shoot all the demonstrations for on-site. Everything's going to be done on that channel. Because again, I can link up on this one here. It's going to be going out and spend the money for a brand new cell phone just to go in so I can link up and basically be able to run a separate feed, because I don't want to use Wi-Fi. I want to use my own signal at the end of the day, because it's more dependable. And that way it doesn't cost me anything extra. So this YouTube channel is going to be for that only, just for basically showing screens all around Allentown and expos and all that stuff, because it's easier for me to throw my feed through here, you know what I mean, and do a mirror mode, you know. So then be trying to get a flash drive and download demos and stuff. It's just a freaking headache. So I can just do everything from the phone. So I set myself up a Hulu account, Netflix account, or anything else I need at the end of the day, some video games or whatever, and I could do it right from this phone right here and transfer it in mirror mode to this one. Well, mirror mode from this phone to the projector. So we're going to do a test today. I'm charging my battery system over here. We're going to go over to Good Shepherd, and we're going to do a test run over there on the new channel today. So that'd be great. That'd be fantastic, you know. I told you we get it figured out. We'll get it figured out. So right now, I'm just painting a simple little cardboard box. I'm going to take it out there and do our demonstration and see how it looks. And later on, we'll advance to another screen and get something from there. So the black screen paint is taking a big hit, as in good wise. There are people on different forum sites who are asking questions about it. The guy was like, we tried to tell me that it has an option, a free option, that you can choose from an invisible technology or over to a front projection. Now, because it has invisible capabilities and because how the screen is designed, it's pretty much obsoletes a lot of stuff on the site, because it doesn't obsolete the gamer. The gamers are designed completely different. The Apex gamer is a whole different setup. The portable screens have their own coating, but the acoustic screens, on the other hand, yeah, that's a little interesting because this technology can convert regular white screens, acoustic screens, into that technology. And if you spray a surface that is mesh, it'll convert it. That's what we designed it for. It's designed to bleed into a what you call it, an inflatable screen. Because I noticed that, excuse me, that when you look at the inflatable screens, majority of them are front and rear mesh. And that's the problem. We had a problem with the front and rear mesh. Now this new stuff, oh yeah, it bleeds right through it. Sorry about that. And it converts it easily into a black screen. So that's the benefits of the rear capability. So I literally have to go into the site and I have to break it down and put down, okay, this is the benefit of this section and this is the benefit of that section. So yeah, more updating on the site. But right now, I have to get started on designing. I'm going to do certified screens, and I got to get off here and make some phone calls at the proper hour to get more samples in here for testing. Because right now, like I said, I have people ask me, is it ready? I said, no, heck no, it's not ready. It's in testing stage. It's 10% done. That's all we have done. And then it gives the customer an idea, if you haven't seen our test that we've done on how projection screens should be tested. And this is why the people consider products to be a threat, because they're going to expect them to do the same thing we're doing. There you go. That's when you go to my channel, you type in test, all those tests pop up. They're going to expect for other people to do the same thing too. And they should. Why not? You're paying for it, right? That's why they're angry at us. Angry at us because we're doing all these tests and they hate it, and they're going to be expected to do it too. That's why they're mad at us. Well, you're going to get really ticked off because in the last couple of days we got some really brutal tests coming, and people are going to expect their stuff to run just like us. Hey, if you're going to be using our names at the end of the day, hey, expect what's going to come with it. Mad at me at the end of the day. It's not my problem. I like to test my stuff. I can't imagine having my stuff not tested. That scared the crap out of me. It really would. So if you got a chance to see the outside demonstrations on the technology, good gracious. Absolutely gorgeous. And mind you, we're outside at 1,000 lumens, 600 by 800, 720p. We're going to be building a much bigger screen than that. Just want to get a test run to see where the thing lands at. Now, mind you, even though the white levels are good, they're not good enough. They have to be much higher than that. So we have to get it around a 10, at least a height of 10. So all specification sheets are going to be changed. Going to be fluctuating back and forth, just to let you know, because we're going to be upgrading this thing as we go along. But if you saw the white levels outside versus a white surface versus anything, this is going to replace the white screen easily. So for those of you who have those, whatever you have outside, doesn't make a difference. I don't say nice setups, whatever you have, whatever setup you have at the end of the day that makes you feel happy at the end of the day. Now you can have a TV-like screen in your backyard. And you can convert anything with it. See, the other product we had, we couldn't convert inflatables. We couldn't do it because the paint wasn't designed for it. But this one, that's why we call it the mother of all screens, because it can. It covers everything. Those of you who had those big, bulky projectors, well, now you can make yourself a nice plexiglass screen, stick your projector behind it. The thing's so dark you can't see anything on the side. Your image will push through, no glare. So imagine that. Now you got a projector that acts like a TV and looks like a TV. I'm definitely doing mine that way. If I do one of the high-end projectors, I'm gonna get an Epson L. Oh no. I'm gonna get a Chrissy, but I can't afford a Chrissy. Chrissy's way too expensive. I've got 200 grand laying around. Can't afford that thing. Oh no. They're way too expensive. I love Chrissy's. This is my favorite. But if I can't get the Chrissy, it'd be the Epson LS 800. That's what I'll be picking up. And I've seen this thing in Best Buy, so I wasn't particularly happy about the size of this thing. I was like, gee, this thing is bigger than my freaking venue projectors. I don't want to see that piece of furniture stare me in the face. So with that being said, having this plexiglass 150-inch screen, and I know they don't do 150-inch, but our technology, they will. So 150-inch plexiglass, having this thing sit behind it, and then on top of that, my friend is going to basically design my screen. That's when I told you the master at freaking projector mapping applications and all that stuff. He does some crazy stuff. But anyway, I want built-in speakers. I want JBL built-in speakers or Bose. I want the flat panels put in, and I want a subsystem put at the bottom. I want it all clear, so I can put that in. Everything's gonna be clear on the side. It's gonna be clear so you can see my speakers and my connection, but the screen's gonna be jet black. Tell me it's not gonna be sick. But I design my stuff, man. I design my stuff. And then maybe later on, after we design a couple of these, maybe in 2025, we'll start selling these physical screens. But this is going to be, we have to design it a certain way so this thing is easy to ship. That's what we're going to have to worry about. Because right now, you can just pick it up from the shop, ship it someplace in a different store. So if you saw the demonstration yesterday, we did do several paint down demonstrations. As you see, it's a simple one coat application, very easy to do, doesn't require any instructions, no stirring, no one up coat down, none of that stuff, just coat, you're done. So the surface you saw outside, if you didn't see the demonstration, that's the one we painted in the middle of the test run to take it outside to do demonstrations off of it. Do we need to require, no, we have to use a 5000? Do we need it? No, we don't need it actually. We need a 5000 because they want to see if the screen a hotspot at 5000. So when we do a 5000, that means the projector has to sit 3 feet from a screen at 5000 lumens. We have to show a white level to show that the screen will hotspot. Because it's going to, it has a very high gain sitting on top of it. And later on, we'll tell you what that RL stands for. So back here doing my screen, getting ready for that. And we got the portable projector, which we're going to use a 50 lumens. We'll go out there and watch something. Good thing this thing has a speaker on it, Bluetooth, anything. And pretty much that's basically about it. Got the charge on the battery over there, so we get 2 hours charge on the portable. So that would give me an additional. I don't know I'm charging the battery. I don't know how much charging on the battery. Sorry for rambling. I'm thinking about stuff right now. I'm trying to add stuff on how we're going to do stuff on here. But yeah, the mother all screens, yeah, it's going to be on all expos, trade shows, everything. Honestly, I'll tell you something. I say this a lot, but this could be our best. This literally could be our best. It literally could be our best. This thing literally does everything. In fact, that I can utilize it for my environment. When I get my home built, or I build my home, I'd rather build it myself. Man, there's so much I can do with this. I mean, it has ability for projector mapping applications. It has the ability for ceiling applications, floor applications, because it runs 2 different ways. It can go from clear and visible technology to basically converting to front projection. So yes, you can coat ceilings with this stuff. You can coat your floors with it. You can walk on it over and over again. It's not going to crack. It's not going to peel. You can pick your motorized projection screens, fixed frame screens, and turn about just about anything you want to an OLED like projection screen with an Infinity One sitting right on top of it. It's insane what you can do. It's going to be amazing. The gamers, on the other hand, gamers are boosting color. They're designed completely different. And I need my gamer. I got a customized screen I'm designing for the gamer because that Assassin's Creed's coming out, and I plan to have it on that screen. And yes, with my modified PS5. Which I hope I get it done before the game comes out, because, yeah, I want to play it. Yeah, we got a lot to do, people. A lot to do. So not only do we want to get into the fact of designing new products, but changing the structure on how you basically build and set up your projection screen. So we got some pretty interesting ideas on new screens we're going to design. I'm even working on a golf simulator. A lot of my friends play golf. We get this a lot about golf simulators. They are very expensive. And the sad thing about it is they're white screens. That's what they're, white projection screens that poor color, poor contrast, and that's why you always see them in dark areas, because they don't do so well. Sorry. Got to do a little fan fixing here. There we go. So we're gonna come up with our own lineup of golf simulators. That's why, excuse me, we hired the person who's gonna come in and do all our sewing for us, because she's gonna design our golf simulators, all that stuff. So we're not gonna be just the black golf clubs only. Everything else, can get our hands on everything we can. I saw this surface that they use for, hold on, pen doesn't want to act right. Here we go. I saw this surface that they use for not only projector mapping, but holograms. So we're going to get the same surface and convert it to a hologram black technology. That's where we hire the sewers. That's what their job is. They design all different forms of surfaces out of fabric. There we go. You went on correctly. This is a clicking noise. No. Go. While I'm in here, just wipe this thing down a little bit. Now we don't have anything right now. Hold on a minute. Get this all cleaned out. We don't have anything on the new channel right now. We'll have something today because before I'm going to do a test run. I'm going to have my projector outside. I know this is going to be great because doing it this way, I now have a separate channel, and on top of that, I can mirror my phone from here over to the projector and record on that one. Now, I'm going to be using this channel and broadcasting this channel everywhere, which means when I'm on site, yeah, we're going to have posters, everything done, like our little area with showing they want to design with it and whatever. But yeah, we're going to advertise this thing everywhere. Usually my YouTube channel, I really don't advertise it like that. I don't. Like when I'm, people ask what my YouTube channel is, and you should have to look it up or find it. Because we just use it for advertising. That's pretty much what it is. But this channel, oh, we're going to broadcast this thing everywhere. I mean, everywhere. Every expo, every place where we land, we're going to have business cards with that channel's name on it. So people can see all the cool stuff we do outside with it. So if you thought the grid was crazy, wait till you see what we do with this channel. So I'm going to advertise today like that. We know all our business cards and everything. Because that's the channel we want to basically promote the highest. Let me see. Put this over here. Put this right. There we go. So I'm happy about all the ideas we're getting from God. There you go. Now, hold on for a minute. So for those who are sitting back and saying, well, how can he call his product the mother of all screens? It's because I plan to test everything. And I mean literally every screen we can literally get our hands on. Even the ones we already did already, we're going to redo them all over again. And that's how we earned the title, Mother of All Screens. Can't call yourself the best of the best. Can't call yourself the king unless you can conquer them all. And that's what I plan to do. And mind you, we did it already. We've already, as a matter of fact, Phantom did that already. But we're just going to redo it all over again. So the only thing we didn't have with the Phantom was Black Diamond. That's the only thing we didn't have. But now we have Black Diamond. Let it begin. That's the only thing I was missing. I literally said it a couple times in my YouTube video. I said, man, I really would like to get some Black Diamond technology because, again, it's good technology to test against. So we're blessed to not only get one surface, but we got 3 more behind that one. And the person who sent it out, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just want to do a side by side and see how we compare. So we can show at the end of the day that our product versus a $6,000, $7,000, $3,000, $1,500, even $800 screen. Heck, we're even cheaper than a $500 screen. And yet our technology is far more advanced. So that way, we can earn the nickname, or the name, never write the car ourselves, the mother of all screens. Because we did all the tests. So for every screen I do, I'm going to basically mark the product and against the technology we're using. Now, if anyone wants to sit there after we do all that testing, have a little discussion with Mr. Bird and say, hey, look, you don't have that right. Point me in the direction of your screen and we'll test it. You can't just name yourself and give yourself titles at the end of the day and don't back them up. You can't do that. You have to back them up. All right, let me see. Alarms that went off, so we got here earlier than the alarm's going off, of course. And no clickety-clickety sound. Got a little bit of muffle, but that's because it's in the bass, that's why. But other than that, no. It's like a bunch of baseball cards on the back of a bike. All right, this site's already updated. Are we still in this site, or did we leave this site? I think we left the site. Oh, we're still here. Okay. So this is all updated. That's good. And let's get ready for transferring over to the new site because there's new updates to do in there, and I have videos to do. So I want to did a test run. I do want to do the other channel today because we're going to do that on the small projector with the box system we have behind us outside at Good Shepherd. We're going to do some demonstrations out there with it. And I want to do some demonstrations today strictly on certified. So I want to show the certifieds we have, and I want to put those up on against the product today. And basically mark those off as test certified black diamond, test certified daylight screens. So we have them marked separately. That's what we want to do. Basic simple demonstration, white levels, color, contrast. That's all we need to show. Whew. Man, last night got alive by mosquitoes. Good gracious. At least they're not worse than Haventown. Haventown mosquitoes got zip codes attached to those suckers. They're huge. Like really, they got zip codes attached to them. But they were out there. And then the thing about it, I have to say this real quick. What the freak is going on with the scenery videos? Come on, man. Enough with it. I hate AI. They put this really colorful freaking thumbnail and the rest of it just boring, bland scenery. It's not even 4K. I can see it's not 4K. You can see it's really dull. I've seen really good scenery. That's not good scenery. That's just getting fast hits at the end of the day with the thumbnail is used for eye candy. That's all that is. Good thing we got some shots when it was daylight, because gee whiz. So we got to be out earlier today. Oh, no point thinking about it. Just get it done. All right, let me see. So what do we want to do today with this thing? We did everything yesterday. We still got to run tests. You know what? We need to do more ultra short throw tests. I haven't done enough of those, and someone was requesting ultra short throws. And we didn't do ultra short throws with the car light either. So let's get that one done. I got so many ultra short throws here. We're going to build a bigger screen for outside, much bigger than we had, because I need the ultra short throw display. Because we got questions on that too. So the forum site where we show off the technology, people request like, can you try this? Can you try that? So right now we're going to take our $60 ultra short throw. Can't wait till we show you the spray-on application. So it's so easy. It bleeds through everything. That's why we designed it that way, because I'll show you. Alright, so screens that are designed for front and rear on inflatables are this. This is what they are. This is the material that they are. But they're designed for front and rear. This is what you'll have when you get your inflatable screen. Problem is that basically most coatings, when they hit a surface, they leave a spotty image on the other side. It's supposed to bleed through. So this is a surface test for bleeding through. See how it's black on this side, converted to this side, it's black on this side. It bleeds through, which means you're coating both sides of the screen at the exact same time, instead of turn around and coating the other side because it didn't properly bleed through. See, I do all these tests in the background. A lot of people don't realize that I'm doing off camera. Yeah, testing stuff to make sure our stuff works. So it has to bleed through. So that way you don't have a spotty image. As you saw in some demonstrations, which that was a front and rear projection screen, you can see the light passing through, and when the light passes through, it'll show all the areas that weren't hit, and it comes up spotty and discolored. That's why. So you have to be able to make sure that the formula you're designing has the ability to bleed through. That's what that stands, that's what it means. So that formula we're developing, one coat application is all you're going to need. It'll bleed right through the surface, spread, and boom, done. There you go, boom. See all the testing I had to do? This is stuff that I had to do off camera. There's so much stuff that we do. I can't show you everything. If I show you all the stuff we do, I mean, YouTube videos I shoot already a day. I can do 5, 10 videos in one day, because this is all the stuff that you need to know. So I'm sitting there like, oh shoot, we got to shoot this video. They're gonna need to see this, and they need to see that. That's why we have so many videos a day. So when people sit there and say, oh, at least I don't shoot. No, you don't shoot because you don't do any testing. If you did testing, you would have tons and tons and tons of information on your product, because you'd be showing every little thing that needs to be posted. So one of the things you have to deal with when you're dealing with a screen that has a mesh or front and rear capability is that formula has to bleed through the other side, because there's too much of a waste of time to turn around to this side and go you waste so much paint doing that. Design your stuff to bleed through the surface, and you don't have this spotty looking image staring you back in the face, which you don't want. So this is the usual surface that they use for the inflatable screens. That formula allows it to bleed through. See, nice bleed through. And then you convert it to the other side. Nice bleed through. See? Here, 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 here. I say that because I talk to people. I've seen your screens already. I've seen your inflatables, and they're poorly done. I can literally see areas where you can see where there's white pushing through the screen because it didn't bleed through properly. It's uneven. You don't know how to design a formula right. That's the problem. You gotta know what you're doing. Inflatable screens expensive. You know what I mean? You know how hard it is to get the replacement surface for those things? It's a bit of a headache. I know. I've been through it before. So that's something you don't want to mess up. You mess that up, it's going to be a headache trying to get one. You just have to buy a whole brand new one all over again, which I had to do. Yeah, because we were testing the screen out, and with the coating we put on it didn't react well, and it damaged the screen. I'm like, oh shoot. So let me see if I can order another surface. It was a pain in the neck to get it. So I learned from that experience what not to paint it with, and how hard it was to get the other surface in to fix it. Yeah, that's when you gotta make sure you get it right the first time. You have to pay a lot more money for those things. The things are not cheap. But if I get it for 130, doesn't make a difference. It's 130, you got to pay for it twice. So no, get it right. But that's what comes in testing, trial and error. That's how you find out this stuff's going to work and what's not going to work, because you have to do the testing. People skip that stuff. Now somebody goes to my YouTube channel right now, and they type in that screen's name, and they put in testing. What pops up? all this testing on the product. It's not even tests. Those are 10% test runs we're doing, just to get a feel to see what it does. It's not the actual testing, but at least it's showing progress on the screen's design. Where we go to other sites and we look, we don't find nothing. So I had one of them actually say, and there you have it. I have it in a video of him. I said, hey, why is your product not tested? He said, I leave it to the customers to test the screen. There you have it right there. Do the brakes work? I think they do. I'm not really sure. What kind of test results did you get off of it? What the freak are you talking about? Yeah, we have a high concern on that one. Now let's see a couple. You're supposed to do the testing. Stop being lazy. Get it done. I had a headache finding that thing the other day. I don't know what the heck we did with that circuit. What's that headache trying to track that thing down? Wire box. So demonstrations that I'll be doing on the portable screens will be on that channel. Just makes it so much easier. Because then I can just trot all over Allentown, set up, mirror from this phone to the projector, record on the other phone. Just makes it so much easier. And I did test the Tether system. It works perfectly on the mirror system. But we're going to do some tests today, so you'll get a chance to check it out. And now we can zoom all over Allentown and record wherever we want. Makes the job a lot more easier. Let me just grab another phone, pay another charge out of my pocket. This will allow companies to chime in and see that technology all over Allentown. Okay, let me see. I'm thinking about getting some business cards so we can basically promote the channel, because I'm going to be promoting it today, and I got some places I got to be at tomorrow. We're going to be promoted, so I got to get some business cards to promote that channel, because that's going to be our main channel. This channel, yes, our main channel, but this channel is where we're going to actually advertise out there and everywhere else. So we're going to get business cards and everything. Hey, you want to check out live streams of us outside? Basically, some are going to be pre-recorded, some will be live, depending on what they pick up. So we'll see where that goes from there. Oh, I forgot. Shoot. Can't do freaking lives on there yet. Pre-recorded. That's what it has to be. So you'll see a pre-recorded video. I forgot. That phone doesn't have the ability yet to do. You have to have 50 subscribers in order to be able to do a live stream. That's how it works. That's how YouTube got it. So that's the new channel. Doesn't have that many subscribers. Once we hit the 50, we'll see how we work with that. But right now, I'm going to have to do recording, because I've seen the live stream sometimes. It's a little choppy. Nothing here. Okay, let me see. And if we do get the subscribers, still, yeah, probably not going to do live, because it does come out choppy. It works out here because I'm right next to the modem. The modem is right there, so I'm right next to the modem. But out there, yeah, I got a tether. Alrighty. Okay, let me see. So, do I have anything? I don't have anything on there. Alright, that's painted and done. This is the surface we just did for outside. This is our outside surface we did. See how the coating goes on? See how smooth it goes on? No imperfections, nothing. This is on a cardboard box, you know that? Yep. So that's our screen right there. Let's get the projector set up. And let's see, we got everything plugged in. Well, we don't have a serger. Did we plug it in there? Where the frick is the other serger? We got 9 of these sergers laying around somewhere. power strips. And try these jacks. Yeah, but they call them valve 4. What would you make a power strip here, say? Yeah, I thought about something. I could build me a nice little mini screen out of this stuff right here. Easily. So, I'm not looking at that. Just trying to figure out we did the surgery. I had it. That doesn't get the screen. I could lose it. Get something money. I'll track down what one of these things are. I don't know why you can't find one. Got them all over the place. Anything to track one. Where they're at. How do we not have one freaking power strip? Where the power strips at? Doesn't make any sense. Oh man, that's square. I swear, I don't even know how these things disappear. Like literally, we had dozens of them. We had dozens of power strips because we used them when we did all that work at the house. So we had tons of these things laying around. Can't find out one of them. Literally can't find one of these things. I don't know how. This is why we need a bigger shop. Use one of those things in here. That's something wrong. There's something horribly wrong with those one of those things. Because they're huge. Really? Come on. You gotta be kidding. Alright, I gotta dig through these boxes. We get this thing, put it up somewhere so you can get access to this unit. Because this doesn't make any sense that we don't have these laying around. We always have these soap cameras. We have tons of them. We use them for work all the time. How do I not have one of these things? We got one in here somewhere. We just can't believe I can't find one out in the open. Because we use them all. Paperwork, this is that. Definitely not that. Unbelievable. How did you do all that to find that? Leave 3 of those out so I can get access to that. I still can't figure out what happened to the other one. Like, where did that thing disappear to? Still don't know what that one went to. Gotta figure that out. Curious to know who that is. Try to put it somewhere remote here. Sorry about that. Didn't seem to track one down. I don't know why. I had such a hard time trying to find one of these. I don't know why. There's 10 of them in the box sitting right over here in the back. I don't even know where the other one's at because that's going to be beautiful work. And I can't find that one. Can't track it down. Don't know where it's at. Okay, let me see what we're doing here. Watch I set that down and that disappears somewhere. Like, whoop. Alright, that's good. All this thing for you over here in this corner of all that. It's time. Everything wireless. Can't wireless this, but yeah. Yeah, that's what we want to do. Bump the machine, don't wreck it. We just make it projected for a while. It's not destroy that stuff. Yeah, I learned to use surges, man. I see people plug stuff in the walls. You gotta be crazy on that one. I lost a receiver like that a long time, a very expensive receiver. I decided to plug it into the wall because I figured, hey, what's going to happen? And somebody hit something on the microwave and boop! It's like a shut off on me. I was like, what the freak? I take it down to a repair shop to get it fixed because usually I just buy it again. And not this unit. This one's expensive. So I went down to a repair shop and got it fixed. Thank God it was still under the warranty and everything. So yeah, from now on, power strips on everything. Let's see, we're going to go over here. Alright, so remember I told you about the NECs, how they fire up? So they start off red, then go into yellow, that's standby. Shows your light status indicator, they turn blue and they're on. That's it. People get them, I had it happen to me, I bought one that was red, I was like, oh shoot, I got a dud. This is not going to work, it's red. Yeah, when those red indicators pop up, then that's how you know. We have music playing that. Where is the music at? She's somewhere weird. That's the channel. That's the Darth Vader music. There you go. Good fun. Alright, so bring my shit down. Okay, we're going the right direction? We're going down, right? We're going back out. Beautiful thing about having these projectors is that position shift in it, which I need badly. That's how we're able to do 150-inch screens, so we can shift the image down instead of bouncing up on the ceiling somewhere. Alright, that's nice. Let's go over to much better. Keystone. There you go, right next to a door, which is supposed to be to do. Remember, it's an ultra short throw projector. That's what I said. I don't understand how people have the ultra short throw projectors and you're sitting in these really pitch black, dark environments. That thing is supposed to replace a TV. Well, not mine. Mine's old. Mine was basically used for hospitals, churches, schools, stuff like that. But yours is supposed to do that. So how is mine not designed for that and yours is, and you can't do this? That tells you right there, big wake-up call. Big wake-up call.
Do you need to learn about AI if you don't work in tech? Will it help you in your career? The short answer is
no. Don't go near it. Don't touch it with a 10-foot pole. It's deceiving. It is deceiving. If you don't know what you're buying. If they use AI, they allow AI in eBay, oh, that's going to be horrible. How are you going to know if it's used or new? It's AI. They can dial it up for you. No, I'm good. I'm going to use AI. Never will. Keep it to the books. So we used a short throw today. People ask me, like, is it ultra short throw compatible? Yes, it is. $60, 720p. Yep, my NEC projector. If you want to see my model number of my projector, this is my model number of my projector. Look up my specifications on it. Right there. And we're picking up an Infinity 1 contrast level with the projector being at only 4,000 to 1. That's it. Now mind you, I can show a star field off here and somebody with 2 million, or 4 million, 5 million, whatever you have in the day, you can't do that. Your projector has the capability, your screen just can't do it. If the screen can't do it, your projector can't do it. So see that 100% black background? You can't read it. A lot of money for a machine that doesn't work. That's the problem. They keep upgrading, making the machines better and better. They just don't fix the screen. Where's my chair at? Let's see if I can watch something. So, when this technology becomes available, we're going to have it in 50 ounces, 64 ounces, and the big ounce, which is the 192. That's actually a gallon and a half. So imagine, it's a lot of screen paint. It takes us 96 ounces to paint a 250-inch screen. So that's less than a gallon. So yeah, you're going to have a lot of paint. You do whatever you want to do with it. You want to get more paint for less money. Now keep in mind, for those who think at the end of the day the product's not worth it, well, like I said, that's why it's got the nickname Mother of All Screens. It's going to take on every screen and we can literally get our hands on it. Showing you that it is the best technology on the market. Most affordable on the market. It does more than any other screen can do. If you spend $6,000 for a screen, you can't change it to acoustic, can you? Nope. Can't turn it into an infinity ceiling. Can't project it off a floor. Can't even add it to your inflatable screen. This allows you to convert whatever you want. My customer's going to be picking up a couple of gallons of this stuff. He's going to be able to have an acoustic screen outside, rear projection technology inside with ultra short throw, dedicated theater room. You can throw the screen and the ceiling at the same time. He's getting the rear technology and he's getting the front. Get a certified screen, You're going to pay $6,000 for that front projection. You're going to spend even more money for the front and rear and the ultra short, which has to be a separate screen, and they don't make inflatables. And as for the ceiling, that's not going to happen. I love this. I can have the door open and watch my screen.
The Freestyle Libre 3 system has changed the way I live with diabetes. That first application, I was so nervous about the pain. But it never came. The Freestyle Libre 3 sensor is painless to apply.
We're going to have lights on too. It's FOE technology. We can have the garage on, we can have the lights on, we can have the door open. It's ultra short throw. Technically, it's not really a challenge for us because it's ultra short throw. You're sitting less than an inch from a screen. So that's why I find it so interesting that people have projectors far more advanced than us are struggling with those machines. How come you can't do this? Again, nothing wrong with your projector, it's your screen that's having the issue. You run off a gray screen, absolute fail. Ultra short those don't run off gray screens. You have to be in the dark to get it to work. We don't. You don't gotta go through that nonsense. Outer space screensavers. We can go where we want to go. You should be able to read that on a 2:1 projector. You literally should be able to read that. I get my space. Yeah, baby shit. Oh, I can see it. Let me do some. Oh.
Life is of little value in Rome, living in the shadow of the
Battle Star, that's what it is. Here we go. And the demonstration is we like to show. Nice black background, outer space. I see outer space demonstrations done all the time on screens, but the only problem is that your screen's coming up tan. That lets us know at the end of the day that your screen is not reading 100% black. Now, this lighting here, this would destroy your stuff. That overhead light, that would destroy your stuff. Too much light at the screen. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment, or ambient controlled environment. Now, this lighting here, this would destroy your stuff. That overhead light, that would destroy your stuff. Too much light at the screen. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment. You have to be in a dark, controlled environment customers doing ultra short throws, this is what you're supposed to be able to do with your projector. If you have to turn out your lights because your contrast is washing out, your screen doesn't work. And for those of you who spent money for a projector to convince people that a gray screen is going to work well, yeah, you're stuck in the dark, buddy. See any lights flash behind the back of my screen? I have lights directly on my screen. Open door. We don't have open door. The screen's sitting way over there. We have open door in line with the screen. And my projector cost me $60 compared to the $3,100 you spent. Now, you talk about saving money. How do you save money when you can't even do it yourself? You want to talk about ultra short throws? Yeah, I can embarrass you on ultra short throws all day long. I got a Hitachi coming in. I paid about $45 for that projector. It's 2200 lumens. I got one of them on my YouTube channel. I have lamps pushed against the screen. Ultra short throws easy demonstration to do. You're right on top of the screen. How do you not get that to work? That's like me taking a 5,000 projector and shoving it like a foot away from the screen and it doesn't pick up. Or 3,000. I got a 3,000 Sony sitting over there. So if you can't get a projector at 1 foot to fire up on a screen, what's going to happen when you have to do a venue that sits back at 30 feet or 60 feet from a screen? There's no distance in here at all, period. So your screen should be able to fire up. That ultra short throws is a very important projector because it's also required outside. It's better to have an ultra short throw there because again, you don't have people walking in front of the projector, bumping and knocking over. You don't have kids making shadow puppets and all that crazy stuff at the end of the day. When you have a projector, and that's one thing they don't explain to you when you do outside demonstrations, because again, they don't know this information because they don't do the demonstrations. When you take a long throw projector, where are you going to put it at? So if you're having a party, you want to make somebody knocking this thing over or somebody messing with it or toying around with it, because kids like to play with it. Anything that lights up. So where do you put it at? So most people put it up on a pipe. They put it up on a unit that's a little high up, and that's where they'll put the projector at. Now keep in mind, it means you're going to have to spend the money for an outer box. So if you don't have an outer box and it rains out there and you can't get the machine fast enough, you lose your investment. So outer box is going to cost you about maybe like $5,000 to $8,000, maybe $1,000 for the outer box. But you still, once the projector hits, you're still going to have people walking in front of it unless you get something called lens shift, where you can point the lumens from the projector one way, but you can shift the image from the picture another way. See, they don't tell you any of that stuff because they don't do any outside demonstrations. That's why they don't know. I had to figure all that stuff out when I was out there doing demonstrations, where to position the projector at, keep you from walking in front of them. But ultra short throws, on the other hand, fantastic because you can set it right there and you don't have to worry about anybody walking in front of it, bumping it, knocking it over, and you got easy access to it just in case it starts to rain outside. Or you can build a little shelter unit over top of it. That's one thing I like when I had my 150-inch outside on the deck, that I could sit down and the back of my big head doesn't hit it and it doesn't cast a shadow, or I'm not getting blinded by 3,000 lumens every time I get up. That's why people like the ultra short throws outside. They sit right up in the front. It's like having a nice little TV out there. It's perfect. Now keep in mind, if your stuff is not ultra short throw compatible, that's another option that you cross off your list that you can't do. And consider the fact, as I said before, it is a requirement. So, if your ultra short throw projector can't pick up inside your home in a fully lit environment, what's going to happen when you take it outside? That's why ultra short throw projectors, actually technically, you're not supposed to run 1080p or 4K projectors off light gray screens. They're not 4K compatible. Go to any forum site, ask the question, they'll tell you. They're not. They require for those projectors to be on much darker screens. And if you think the contrast capabilities is going to fix it, or if it did, if I take a field trip right now, how many P2s or LS800s or any one of these projectors I'm going to see in a fully lit environment to match the ones we do. Let's just say the 5600 outside at 140. How many can we get to match that demonstration? 56 GT wouldn't work for Jack if I had it outside on a gray or white screen. It just wouldn't work. Comes down to your screen, people. You don't have a perfect match made in heaven. You have a divorce. That's what you have. With a lot of arguments in between. Because they're not working together at all. They're constantly fighting each other. Your screen and your projector are fighting each other. They can't even marry correctly. That's a perfect way of putting it. Definitely perfect way of putting it. Yeah, because if it doesn't work, lights out. This is why they call it the mother of all screens. Like the outer space is darker levels. Now, do I have the fan on for the demonstration? No. I mean, the door for the demonstration? No. We come in here and I basically push a lot of air through the shop back and forth because I like to flush the shop with air. So, any place I'm working at, we don't work with any heavy chemicals and stuff, but I still like to flush fresh air in and out of the shop. So, any place I work at, we always flush the shop, always. And the other demonstrations, I would basically open up the door and set a fan down to flush air in and out of the shop. That's what we do every day. Tropical Fish 4K. Haven't done these in a while.
The American dream doesn't require a college degree.
Yeah.
The Biden administration.
Please, enough with it. I'm so tired of those commercials. I hate them.
My hair's damaged, so you know I'm reaching for one of these. So I just found out calcium.
Why are we advertising something that should have been fixed when you first came into office? They all do that. Not just saying just him, they all do it. Why are you advertising something you promised to fix when you first came into office? Okay then. That lets me know right there. So you're a fan? I'm not a fan of anybody. They just don't do their job. That's what it comes down to. Everybody gets up there and gets drunk with power and they forget. That's what they do. Right, we're done flushing. We got the whackers in. Did we hit something? Oh, really? Did we just cross that over? Chawa. Really? How do we get that tangled around that? Give me a minute. Weird stuff that I do. Alright, here we go. Got it crossed over my fan somehow. Alright, there we go. Now we crossed over that. Really? Man, we're having a twister fest in here with the cables. Twister! Sorry about that, people. Alright, now we're crossed around that too. Jeez. Man. Alright, we're good now. Gee whiz. Everything was crossed, everything. Stuff over here. Wait, you got crisscrossed on something. Perfect. My unit centered. It's the pottery that goes. Yeah, pet. Right. We're centered. Good. Oh, we're a little crooked here. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Looks like you had a little virtual signal shot. We're not on fire sticks. As I hit the fire, I wanted the fire sticks not working. We're not on fire sticks. Screensaver fish tank. Not this one. What's that one at? Oh, here we go. Like the little bar there over top was going to actually have a fish tank. Now see, this would look much nicer if the screen was basically front and rear, and I can stick that projector so you don't see it. That's the whole thing about hiding the projectors. Because if I'm doing a virtual tank, I don't want to see that machine at all, period. Not on fire sticks.
Why shall it green? Another big day. Definitely gonna need my Gillette 50%. Because around here, everything needs to be perfect.
So you can see the background reads the Infinity One contrast level. And for the person who calls himself trying to make our FLE dark silver, it doesn't have an Infinity One. It's virtually impossible. It mimics contrast level. That's what that does. No Infinity One. This would be the Infinity One. Gotta know what you're talking about before you write stuff down. Or actually, I'm sorry, steal other people's specification sheets. That's pretty much what just happened. Doesn't know what he has. But there are people on forum sites that go and they laugh about it because, again, yeah, gray screens don't have Infinity One. Infinity One came from the OLEDs. OLEDs have the Infinity One because they have this endless ultra black level. Where these all black screens have that technology. Unless your screen comes up gray, then you don't have it. So no, you don't have an Infinity One on a gray screen. Off the Alpha Cinemax. He took the specification of that particular site. It doesn't say anywhere about that screen being an Infinity One. It doesn't have the capability. Matching the technology. Don't know what it's for. Transformers. Robot.
Viator's 24/7 customer service makes it easy to triple confirm that the Coliseum tour can handle ground. Find travel experiences for you at Viator.com.
Welcome to Old El Paso, where standing stuff shells never topple, no matter how rowdy your game night. Where we celebrate Tex-Mex Mondays, Taco Tuesdays, and Fajita Fridays. Where there ain't nothing weak about weeknights. Go on, get yourself some in Old El Paso.
Let me see. Sony contrast demonstration. Oh, she's working. I have to scream at him like, contrast demonstration, I take contrast. I was watching the Google, where the guy was asking Google to do something. And he's Jamaican. He has the thick accent. So he cursed out Google, which is interesting because I told you, I got people in my family from different races, and it doesn't work that way. Does Google understand translate? I speak English and I can't get it to work. So I can't even get freaking whatchamacallit to work half the time. But I speak English, so I can't get it to work. So don't feel bad if you speak from another country and the system's not understanding you, because I speak English and it don't read for jack. I'll be sitting there screaming on camera like I said, slow, and they'll say snow. It gets the words mixed up, it really does. But I couldn't imagine if you have an accent. Good gracious, man. It's got to be bad because, man, they don't even work with the English that well. Well, look on the bright side. At least it's not that Dragon communication stuff. Cause that, you ever used Dragon when they first came out? Communication? Whew. You had to talk real slowly like a robot. That's how you had to talk. Really, really slow. I hate to put it this way, but literally you would sound like, and not to be rude, disrespectful, and I'm not even going to use that because that would be disrespectful. You know how a speak and spell sounds? That's literally how it sounds when you've been using Dragon Communications when it first came out in the 90s. That software was, I mean, you're just better off typing. Much faster. Much, much faster. Let's see how clean the menu comes up. I'm just boot goofing. I'm just boot goofing. Right, I'm going to swap out for something else. We're just boot goofing. 100% Ultra skin. It's 3 easy payments. Just boot goof. Swap out for the $10 machine. I love my $10 projector so much. I'm gonna get a cheaper projector. It was $60. It was $60. I can get it cheaper than that. Well, no, the whatchamacallit, the Hitachi coming in. It's going to be around like $45 for this projector because they're old. Those things are super old. Used to have them a long time ago. As a matter of fact, let me get the other one first. I can show you my channel we had. It's a good projector. I mean, they're cheap. I like them. And when we went outside yesterday, the one I paid for $10 would have been a great projector to do, but again, this is 600 by 800 720p, so I went with the lower res for outside. And see how sharp that image comes up? Yeah, you're not going to spend a lot of money for your projectors. That's the whole point too on top of this technology. Everybody's going to be sitting up there using expensive machines, and my customers are going to be using cheap projectors with little adapters. That's all you need to make it look absolutely fantastic. They'll actually run your HDMI or whatever ports you want to get. You get these right here. That's all you need. You don't even need an HDMI port. Not even necessary. And I got people asking questions like, does the Fire Sticks work on them? Google Chrome, everything works on them. They're compatible with everything. They're compatible with everything. So, it's cheaper to buy a projector without the HDMI ports. Are really cheap. Unless they catch on and they realize what we're doing over here, then the price will go up on them. Hopefully they don't. Like the cheap projectors. So this is a projector I'll be using on site because that one doesn't do 16:9, this one does. So my $10 projector is what I'm going to use on site in all my demonstrations. I'm even getting a custom bag for this baby. I love this projector so much. So much. And it's fantastic because people are watching the demonstrations. They always ask how much does the projector cost. I'm like, oh, I got mine for like 10 bucks. They're cheap. My $60 shooter. So I can sit here and watch outer space while my door's open. Alright, let me see if my charge is on my battery. Should be good for this. Next charge on the battery. So nice charge on. I forgot what to get charge. Where's the cell phone? That's bad to make. It's just important. So I'm gonna put that down. I don't have a background shot for the channel yet. I'm going to get it today. I'm just going to take a shot of it outside in the open and put it up there. So I think that'd be a nice demonstration for that. And picture background for that. Alright, where's the other projector? The $10 projector over here. And I got to get a box for that. All together, just think, on our swap out, $70. That's all we're using right now. $70 for projectors. That's it. 10 bucks here and 60 bucks there. That's it. So we don't have to depend on ultra short though for projector to sit real close to the screen so we can get the image to work better. No, we can drop back to our long throw projectors. That can depend on the ultra short throw. People like to use them because, like I said, they like to sit right up on top of the screen. And that way they have a less of a chance of washing out or fading and stuff like that, but it's still in the dark with it. Here. I love when people sit there and say, but you're getting the clarity, high performance. Let me explain something to you about your 4K machine at the end of the day. The reason why your image comes up that way, number one, you're in the dark, and number two, you're using a 4K tri-laser projector. So the network grade 773 did the exact same thing. It picked up the same way as your product. So if that's the case, that means that any surface will do the exact same thing. Stick it in a dark environment, and voila, it does the exact same thing. Or if I take black paint, black fabric, whatever, throw it against the screen, it doesn't react the same way. Period. So, turn your lights on with that machine the way it's designed to be in a fully lit environment like the promo demonstration and see what you get. And you'll wash out. And I'm pretty sure people tried it when they first got them. I'm pretty sure they saw the promo demonstration and brought it basically up the promo demonstration, and they found out they didn't do exactly what the promo did at all. Of course, because that was AI generated. I'm not going to pull that off. Even they can't pull that off. Okay, let me see. Oh, bet you $100 you didn't put stuff back last night. Oh, bet you $100 you didn't. You just won $100. Because I didn't put trees back last night. I think it's going to work better. Play that funky music, white boy. Play down the music and play that funky music. I know some people say they're like noobs. We're like, that's not a real song. It actually is a real song. Remember when that song came out? It's an actual real song. I had one guy tell me, you can't sing that. That's racist. Crack a book, please. Crack books, please. You have a phone with a computer system on it. Google it, darn it. It's a real song. Where did somebody in there say that? That's that new generation. Gotta crack books for goodness sake. Seriously. Boy, I tell you, we had to go back to a primitive era. You guys be ruined. After you even I use a rotary phone. You gotta use one of those things. Well, some of these old towns still have them. Old back towns still have rotary phones. The phone booths. A lot of weight, they still run. Sitting there pressing the button, trying to figure out how to get the apps to work. I don't feel bad. I watched my, I gave my Gen Z sister's kids a rotary phone. They even know how to operate it. Well, how's it plugged in? It was hilarious to watch. It was real hilarious to watch. Yeah. Like the comedian was talking about Sanka. You remember Sanka back in the day? The coffee that came in the orange container? It's got to be careful how I say this. New gen may think it's basically an app on a cell phone. Like, what the freak is Sanka? Is it an app? Yeah. It's not your fault. You just basically ain't born in the generations, that's all. Some people were born in a good generation. I was born in '68, so I got a chance to see some of the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. I was born in a good gap area where, yeah, I saw a lot of technology booming back and forth. Especially in the 80s, laser discs, all that stuff that was coming out. First CD player, boom boxes, Sony Walkman, all that stuff, man. I haven't got a chance to see the 8-track players. Young, small, but I remember the 8-track players. Remember LimeWire? Where everybody was going on LimeWire. Where I was going there downloading the music. Yeah, I was in the whole freaking era of technology. So I came up in a good era. I got a chance to see it all. Even some crazy cars too. 70s had some banging vehicles between 60s and 70s. Yeah. Alright, what are we looking for here? We need, let me see. Got the surger, everything's connected up. We need power for the soundbar, which is another unit cables we can't seem to track down from time to time. I don't know how we use those things. We have them all over the place. We lose them all the time. So let's track them. We put them closely back and back in the working so you get access to them. That's definitely other. Best TV shows, best food. I remember one time, I remember hearing my sister's kids say, what was so great about the 80s? Y'all trying to do the 80s. I see y'all trying to kick back to the 80s. It just, man, there's no way to explain it. Had to be there to see it all. Yep. There's certain eras you just had to be there to see it. People who grew up in the 70s, you got a chance to see the whole disco era, some of the best rock bands. Yeah, you grew up in the disco era. People grew up, my brothers and stuff grew up in that era. I don't remember anything. I remember little bits and pieces of stuff I saw, but not what they experienced at the end of the day. And they brought out the 45s, and they brought them out with the little clips that you snap into them, so you can actually play them on your record player, the adapters, and all that stuff, man. Like if you watched, what's it called? Saturday Night Live. What do you call them? I can't think of the name. John Travolta. They lived that life. It's just like that. Platform shoes, bell bottoms, afros, hippies, all that stuff. Protests. Yeah, it's interesting. The protests you have now are the same protests they had back in the 60s and 70s. Same thing. You know, the thing about it is, and I sat there and told my brother, he was in one of those protesters, y'all went through all that to try to stop war, and war will always continue to happen no matter what. You didn't realize that. You're trying to stop a war. War will always happen no matter what. War was going on before you even existed. It will always happen no matter what. You cannot stop war. War involves money and power. You can't stop that. You can never stop that. It will never happen. I mean, good effort and good try, but you're not going to stop war. You're not going to stop money and power. And not all wars are about basically defending the company. Sorry, defending the country. Some wars are about money and power and control. So, can't stop that. Yep. Jacked up about life, but that's what it is. I'm not laughing about that. I'm laughing about what somebody wrote on King of the Hill. And it's true. Oh, it's so true. It's so messed up, but it's so true. So, 4th of July is supposed to be Independence Day, right? And basically, Independence Day started all about tax. As you know, taxing the daylight settlement, and they just didn't want to pay tax altogether, right? Taxing their tea, they're taxing stamps, they're taxing everything. It's going tax crazy on everything. And this was decreed into law. So basically, you pay taxes, well, you were hanging from the gallows, or you're going to be put in debtor's prison, which you did not want to be because they torture you there. But anyway, so people decided they didn't want to deal with it anymore, and they left. And they sailed around and came to America. You all know the whole story behind it. But the jacked up thing about it is what the guy said on freaking Family Guy, and it's true. Not Family Guy, King of the Hill. You literally pay taxes on fireworks to celebrate not paying taxes. Did you ever think about that? There you go. Just something to think about. Yeah, because that's how the whole thing started. The whole thing started about taxes. About not wanting to pay taxes and leaving England to go live somewhere where they wouldn't be under the rule of basically of paying taxes. So, that's your independence, right? You fought for your independence, right? Well, we didn't, but you fought for your independence, right? Yeah, I'll tell you the whole story behind that one, Juneteenth and all that. Yeah, you'll figure it out. But anyway, but still, you fought for your independence. So if you fought for your independence not to pay taxes, you literally pay taxes to celebrate not paying taxes. Just want to say that. Unless you live in Delaware. Because Delaware doesn't pay taxes unless that changed. Yep, that's what it comes down to. And literally when he said that, I was like, oh shoot, he's right. It's crazy. He said, you want to know what's messed up? Paying taxes on fireworks to celebrate not paying taxes. Yeah, there you go. So everything you paid for on your 4th of July and all that, you pay taxes on all that. So it's a damned if you do and damned if you don't scenario, because you're going to end up that way anyway, either way. It's crazy, ain't it? Yeah. Money and power. Can't change it. It is what it is. You basically look at, if you watch Fallout, this series, you would have realized that the whole thing was the same thing, money and power. They destroyed the world for money and power, to have control. Just the only thing was that it didn't plan out, they thought the way they thought it was going to plan out. They didn't think the world was, no one was going to survive. That's what they thought. And people did survive, and other things did survive, and other things did evolve, and other things you just don't want to bump into. Like the giant cockroaches, some things are freaking weird. But anyway, yeah, it was just crazy. That was just so crazy right there. That's funny because if you played Bioshock wasn't about money. But it was more like about freedom from the government. That's what that was from. This guy was tired of the taxes, and comes down to taxes again. He was tired of the taxes, and he was tired of basically, just being controlled by the government, and decided to build this utopia world on the water where they would have freedom from the, from people who dwell in the, and from the people who are governing the land. Let's put it that way. So, fortunately for his utopia that he tried to design, well, other people took advantage of it. They figured, hey, we can probably run organized crime down there, and no one can touch us because we don't have the laws that we have up here. They're different down here. And that's where all that crazy started. And then he got drunk. He got started doing crazy stuff. He tried to make this whole new population of human beings by giving them abilities to have telekinesis and powers and all this stuff. And it went haywire down there, and people started killing each other. Yep. I think it was the atom. The atom gave him the ability to be able to do this stuff. It was crazy. I got to open the door. I got to fly in here, kind of get him out. I think he just left. Because he's too smart to do zappers. I see your death ray zappers. Got my barkers on. Can't see. I wear my sunglasses. I swear, when that song came out, everybody was wearing sunglasses that night. Everybody was rocking sunglasses that night because of that song. Like my mom used to say, stop wearing those sneakers with the wide laces because your arches are going to collapse and you're going to end up wearing wide sneakers. You're going to cost you more money to buy sneakers an extra wide. She wasn't joking either because I wear a size triple E. I have wide feet. Came from basically wearing the New Yorkers and the Adidas but no shoelaces in them. That's where that came from. Can you imagine that? A rap group. The rap groups today, I'm not big into them. But imagine that you have such an influence as a rapper that Adidas was actually one of the number one sneakers, way higher than Nikes. Way higher than Nikes, but Adidas. That all you had to do was go in and go on stage with no shoelaces and your sneakers, everybody was rocking it that way. Everybody was buying Adidas just wearing no shoelaces. Run DMC. My Adidas. Yep. Nothing more exciting about coming down the street with your boombox, got your Levi's on, or Adidas sweatsuit, Kango, got your jewelry on, and you rocking Adidas while you're playing My Adidas by Run DMC. I'm going to go see them in concert too. It's tricky. Tricky. Run DMC, tougher than leather tour. Alright, let me see. Now we're at 720p. We're dropped back from the screen. Get it away. Too close. I don't like to be too close to the screen. Don't you sure those are nice and fun, but you can drop back here and play too. Not to be rude here when I say this, but if anyone feels that we don't have a right to be called the mother of all screens, then challenge me. That's all you have to do. We'll come right to your website, we'll buy your stuff. Don't cancel out, please. Don't do that.
Running a business can be incredibly satisfying, but
Remember when I told you when I played Unreal Tournament, I had a speech I used to give out every single time to make the players fight even harder, to give me more of a challenge? That's why we call it the mother of all screens. Number one, because we are, and number two, this will bring out everybody against us, which I want. Sound like a good challenge. I've searched, and if I can't find, then I invite people to bring. At the end of the day, we'll be more than welcome to welcome you. Mind you, screen's at 10%. When it peaks at 100, it's not something you want to be around. I'm just warning you from the door. It will destroy your product. Show your product now, right now, but just put it that way. We got to write the car stuff, the mother of all screens. Heck, guy who calls himself the king got dethroned twice. So wait, sorry, way more than twice. 7 cancellations, 8 times. And the one that calls himself the best of the best, let's move on. There's way too many in that one.
reviews tend to pop up, like
sunny out today. See, I paused it there. Only black technologies can do that. Keep in mind, if you call yourself black, don't come up gray, please. The last thing you want to go have happen to your screen. So this is a projector we're using, so you can look it up. This is a Sony. You can get this right here. You can see it. There we go. Can you see it from here? I don't know. It has a bit of a reflective kind of surface on it. That's a little better. All right, that's the Sony VPL CX100 XGA projector, and as you can see, my adapters in the back. No, there are no form of HDMI ports in any way whatsoever. So this projector is super old. It's not as old as Old Faithful over there. Old Faithful's been around since 1999. Every time I hear that, I hear Prince's song playing in the back of my head. But that projector was discontinued in 2007. So a pretty old machine, eh? Yeah. And the guy sent me a message like, why would you want that? Why wouldn't I? Shoot, that projector is fantastic. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's absolutely scrumptious. Scrumptious, I tell you people, scrumptious. So another rod down there. I'm getting that one next. Straighten out a little better for you. There we go. Now, is this a test? No, we're just having some fun, that's all. We're good. Tests will be coming shortly. We've got to get stuff for tests. So we have to buy all types of certifies, order samples in. We have to buy a lot of black paint for black versus black. I would have got it for free, but somebody, they're afraid to send it. So, guess we'll buy it ourselves. But anyway, we have to buy different fabrics and stuff to put against the screen. It's a whole lot of stuff that got to be done. We need more projectors. I need a 1500 lumen, 2000 lumen. We got the 150 lumen portables coming in. We need more projectors. And we got to do it all under 50 bucks. That's the rule. Now, I got to test the venue. Venues are worth more, but we have to look at $500 for a venue. But anyway, we have to test that for hotspotting and all that has to be done. But initial projectors we'll be using for this technology, under 50 bucks. I like when that background comes up in all black. It's sick. Mind you, heightener level 2. So right now, this is going to be way, way brighter than this. It's good, but still must be $200. Paint screen size 200 inches from 100 to 200. That's what you have. 64 ounces. Paint screen size of 64 ounces. I think it's like 300 something inches. 304, sorry, 304. That one sells for $312. And then we got the big ounce, which is a gallon and a half, paints up to a 400 inch screen. Technically a little larger, but we like to leave room for play. The big ouncers are not available overseas, and you got to get them in, see what kind of boxes we can get them in. If we can get them in flat rates, we'll ship them. But if we can't, we do have the 50s and we do have the 64s. Now, there is a free option when you go to the website when it's ready to be ordered. You'll see something that says invisible. That's the one that allows you to do all the other crazy stuff with it, and the other one's for front. So you choose the invisible. It's a different form of coating. That's for your inflatable projection screens, rear projection technology. Those you have ultra short, those you want to put your projector behind the back of your screen. You can do it with that, and you can design your own acoustics with that technology. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It does everything. 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 Let's see. Where's your component? Somewhere we go. Now, little warning to people that are bitter about our products. This technology causes extra bitterness. Yes, you will drink a lot of haterade off of it. You will. Trust me. Trust me. Trust me. Because we got people already hating hard on this already. Hating extra hard. But remember, as I said before, all demonstrations we do under this technology, you're going to have to match them. Since you run your mouth so much, and we'll be coming to make their purchases. Pretty soon, we'll get our cancellations on this technology. This is for people who actually hate extra hard. They talk too much trash. As for everybody else, thank you so much for participating. Thank you for allowing us to come and order your products. And yes, we will basically get your product high marks, because again, anybody's going to come in, and we don't have to go to the circus show. We got to go to these two individuals. Yeah, I respect the products. Always will respect the products. Like I said, if anybody comes up to me and says, "Hey, look, I want to really like spray paint," I know several people on eBay that I would basically point that business in their direction easily. Number one, they stand behind their product, so my name doesn't get tarnished in the process. I got to stand behind. I can only stand behind products that work, that actually work. So we just used $70 worth of projectors in the demonstration. Some fun on the new technology at 10%, at 10%, at only 10%. Oh, let's play this. This is gonna look sick on here. Now, like I said before, that we're gonna have a halo system on here pretty soon. The halo system. See that little piece of light we have here? It's going to wrap around the screen times 2. So that light's going to be doubled up times 2. All that power pushing into the screen. So if the halo system doesn't wipe you out, the screen definitely will. Oh, sure, I can't say it that way. Remember, we got people watching the day that are being good. You can't say it that way. All right, let's change that. Let's change that. All right. it's just going to be a very difficult task to go through due to the fact that the screen is going to have this really powerful halo light system that's attached to it. It's designed to show off the screen's ability to be able to absorb light at a tremendous rate. So for those of you that we're going to be doing these tests against, it's going to be really difficult because if your product's not used to being around a lot of light, this screen actually is going to be around a lot of light. Okay, just going to put it that way. And for those of you who talk trash, well, you're going to cancel out so your stuff doesn't work. There we go. Better way to clean that up. So exciting! Who's that cat in the hat? Yeah. I'm so excited. Yeah.
In the beginning.
Oh, we got to do this outside. We definitely got to do this one outside. Good music.
These are some of my go-tos for thin hair. Okay, wig.
Now, we already know from the door that the Series C's has already started talking trash. Let me leave you a little message here. You're nowhere in the world you're anywhere near the screen. Your stuff is not rear projection. You have a gain that doesn't even freaking exist. Your product turned out great when they first painted it on. And your stuff dodges light like there's no tomorrow. All the test demonstrations, they're not even tests. It's just showing the screen's capabilities. It's 10% as they've been able to overpower everything your screen can do right from the door. And just to let you know, I'm going to come to you. Well, I can't come because you removed our state. So we'll just have to get somebody else to get it. I can't believe someone's running their mouth that much and you removed an entire state and we have cancellations of you over here. So I'll get my buddy in Texas, he'll place the order, and you're going to cancel out to this technology in 2 different states now. You run your mouth too much, you can't back stuff up. So you'll watch his product cancel out, you'll watch him remove this state, and people that will contact him will clearly email him, tell him who they are and where that paint's going. And watch the money go back to the account or the orders cancel out. So you're about to get dethroned again. Talk too much.
When we see and hear all the things that surround us, trillions of electrical signals run through our synapses to shape the reality we perceive. BraviXR can now process like human cognition. It identifies objects like humans, replicating our eyes by cross-analyzing hundreds of thousands of data points. Enhancing every...
Yeah, but you can't stick that thing in direct sunlight. It costs so much money. Anyway, was it 7.4? I thought it was a video. Alright, I thought it was. Yeah, talking a lot of trash, as usual. That's what they like to do. I'll tell you something. If you were terrified of that Spartan technology, this is a nightmare for you, buddy. A real nightmare. And you're going to cancel out. And I'm going to get that email report right back. Say, hey, you banned my state. Curious that how come when I looked this product up the first day they launched it, how come you didn't do a test run test? Everybody does this. I didn't see any test run at all, period. So with that being said, he can't even pass half the stuff, this stuff done at 10%. So we know we're going to get cancels out left and right. We usually always do anyway. I'm not going to waste the time of having someone go in and lie, which is sad if I had to do that. If I literally have to get somebody to lie and say they're from somebody else to bring your product down here to go through all that, it's not worth my time. We'll get the cancellation and we'll move on. That's it.
In Puerto Rico,
Too much work.
we call ourselves Boricua, a unique name honoring the
As I said before, people, mind you, this is 10% only. It's not even anywhere near close to being done yet. Oh, I gotta go through so many certifies for this thing. We can't do them all in one hit. We literally have to break this one down. So we have to show this particular group, that particular group, and that particular group. Can't do them all in one hit. Got to break it down. Catwalk. They get it onto the catwalk.
With the new text-to-image feature in Photoshop,
I don't know why they have a mixture of bird sounds and freaking music at the same time. It is so annoying. It really is. I don't particularly like it. No, not for that. I want to show something else for that. Stingray attacking an octopus? I didn't even get that. I love lines. You know why? Look at this. Can you go back? Can you go back on this? Come on, man. Lion's the only creature that sits that way. It's the only one. Look at him. He knows he's king. Look at him. He's the only one that sits there just chilling. Everything else hides up in trees. He just sits out and blames you like, yeah. And what you want to do? I love lions. At the end of the day, look at that. That's what they call them, kings. I think it's leopards, panthers. They don't hide. They sit up in trees. Even a tiger will perch up in a tree. You never see lions up in trees. Unless they're coming to get something. That's basically about it. They just sit out there and let the wind blow through their hair and go, yes, look at me in all my glory. I'm loving this screen. Love it. Love it. They're bringing them back. Them jumps are super old. 2000s? Maybe around 2000s. Whatever. I'm gonna do. Let me see. Let's swap over to 1,000 lumens. This is XGA. Let's put the SVG over here. So let's swap out again. This is one thing I love about our technology is that we don't have to play with crutch projectors all day long. You know, they have to have the crutch projector. Makes the screen look good. They have to have it. Not us. Swap out at will. Let's go with Old Faithful now. 1,000 lumens. This is 27. We're going to drop by a lot now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. So when I do projectors, they have a certain room set up, how they have them in, the lighting, all that's adjusted for the projector. The whole environment's rehearsed, to tell you the truth. So they pick out the projector they use, bring somebody in to calibrate it, all that stuff, and, you know, la-da-da-da-da. They can't swap that machine out because it'll throw everything off course. Well, we can do that with no problem. When I go to Expo, I might do a projector with a lazy Susan set up. Then we just spin the wheel. Whatever pops up, that's what we use. Maybe sitting there freaked out. I'm going to have a ball. Trust me. At one point, I don't think anyone's going to sit next to me. We're used to that anyway. No one wants to come near our technology. Well, customers do. No. Other people, at the end of the day, people make stuff, they don't want to be near us. Now, you just bring a lazy Susan? You spin that thing around like, yeah, he just picks out a projector and boom, it just pops up on the screen. Yeah. Oh, I see you have to use that machine. Why are you using such a powerful projector in your demonstration? I'll be over there looking at their projectors like, why is your booth so dark? Like, really? This is light at the end of the day? Oh, it's kind of dark in here. Pull out a flashlight, be looking around through stuff. They're not going to want me in there. Like, oh, man, could you go to your own booth? Oh, yeah, I might as well. There's more light over there anyway. Bye-bye. I didn't have to make friends with no certifieds at the end of the day. I mean, if it's business at the end of the day. It's all about basically that's the best technology. I couldn't get over elite screens when it was walking down the hallway. The camera changed the minute it walked into the room. Because the lighting in the hallway was literally brighter than the hallway in the room, but it was showing off the projectors. And the whole setup, they had all the windows blocked, and they had ultra short throw and short throw projectors in there with short distance throw. Oh yeah, pretty cool. Not pretty cool, but you know, do what you can. If it was me, I'd have slapped that screen right next to that wall and opened up that window and boom, hit it with a projector. Something like one of these over here. But you know, to each his own. Everybody does it their way. And it's funny because the certified screens do this, and then people make screen paints figure, look, all I have to do is do the same thing they're doing, and people will accept, you know, it's the normal. No, it's not the normal at all. Not that kind of money you're going to be paying at the end of the day for a projector. No way in the world be sitting in some dark with some $3,100 machine to claim to have a 2-1 contrast. Oh, no way in the world. $3,100? You can't even turn the lights on? Are you kidding me? No, I'm good. I'll buy myself a TV. Since I have my technology, I don't have to worry about that. It's like when I went in there and saw the Epson projector, and the guy was like, oh yeah, explain everything the projector has. I ain't telling what I do. Explain everything the projector does, and it does this and that, so and so and so. And I just asked him questions like, so would this work on my white screen? Oh man, will it ever? You'll see the contrast, the color, everything. It's going to look like you're just at a movie theater. That's interesting you say that. I said that and Tony just curious how he's going to sell it to me. Because you bring me business. You know that Best Buy? People come in there and buy your projector, spend all that money, go buy a white screen, and then they can't use it the way they thought they were going to be to use it for. And then they contact me because they watch me do it on 60 bucks at 150 inches or 140 outside. So you just bring me business at the end of the day. That's like when Microsoft decided to make that Windows Vista nonsense. Remember that mess? Remember Windows Vista? So they thought it was a good idea to make this operating system called Windows Vista. It was actually trash. It had a hard time. People were having problems with their keyboards and mouse and optical players and all that stuff wasn't working because it was conflicting with the drivers. It was having problems with the drivers. And they contacted me. I made a ton of money because everybody wanted to convert back to XP because it was more reliable and more stable. So I made a ton of money that year, basically converting everybody's systems back to XP, which was driver friendly. That thing was horrible. It was pretty to look at, but it didn't work well. So, Best Buy, people at the end of the day that don't like me, and you sit there and say at the end of the day, oh, he's a scammer, he's this, that, and the other, go check out his website. Yeah, they go check my website. My website's far better than yours. And they'll come back and realize that we actually know what we're talking about. We have more tests than you, more demonstrations, and more customers than you do. So guess who they buy from? Us. So all you're doing is just giving me business. Same thing as Best Buy. Every time you sell somebody a white projection screen with a projector that costs that much money, you tell them that thing's going to look like on the box the same way in their home. It's not going to happen. Contact us. Yep. All right, we're at Old Faithful now. Our 600 by 800 720p SPGA projector. That's what we're using right now. What we call Old Faithful. We use her on everything. And she's been around for a long time, but she works fantastic. I love her. All right, let me see. Let's get an adapter in there. Right, she takes a different power cord. Oh, it's coming from the speaker. I think that's pretty good noise. All right, let me see how we're going to hear it from the day. You take a different power cord than everyone else. Oh, it's coming from that. I was like, what the frig is that coming from? I was watching this movie, and this guy basically kept hearing this, in the recording studio, and he kept hearing this clicking noise. Like, what the frick is that noise? So, you know, they kept hearing this clicking noise, and he's telling everybody, look, anybody got jewelry on, whatever, we're hearing this weird sound. It's coming up on the feed. Everybody's taking off their jewelry, and they're still hearing it. It's just driving them. What the frick is that noise? Is way back in the day. So, find out that the label on the reel-to-reel, I told you it's back in the day, the label on the reel-to-reel had peeled off, and I was making a clicking noise. The lady cleared out the entire booth, had people take their jewelry, they couldn't figure out where it's coming from. And the guy was like, wait a minute, I found it. It's coming from off the reel-to-reel. It's actually doing it. Yeah. That's where it's coming from. That's just from me, just that it just sounds weird in the background. Alright, let's get our projector to fire up. So now, we done swapped out for Old Faithful. This is our 600 by 800 720p SVGA projector. Look at her, isn't she wonderful? She was outside yesterday on the screen. Yes, she was. This is her right here. Look at her, beautiful technology. No HDMI ports at all whatsoever, not even needed. Her contrast level, we don't even know because she's that old. And she only has a 4.3 because she's that old. But yes, I love her. She's beautiful. The most ultimate projector using for your demonstrations. Got to get stickers for my projectors. Put stickers on that say, yeah, outdated. You know what I mean? Old Faithful. Get her name Old Faithful. I'm going to design a sticker that says Old Faithful. They're going to put stickers and band-aids and stuff all over our projector when we take them to the shows. And who would bring something like this to a show? Why? Why would you have this projector? Everybody's in there with 4K and 8K projectors, and we come in here with this baby. And what we're going to do is we're going to make our booth extra dark, darker than everybody else's. But they don't realize we got a ton of lights in there waiting for them, including the whole halo system. But I want them to come over and go, wow, their booth is extra dark. Even going to cover the screen up to have a fitted surface over top of it to make it look like the screen's white. Oh yeah, I'm all about surprises at the end of the day. I want to come and talk trash about my booth. I need them to do that. I want to hype it up like, wow, white screen, and crappy projector, dark booth. Man, this guy's going to do pretty poor in the show. Oh my goodness. You ever heard the term of the Trojan horse? There you go. It's going to blow their mind away. Everybody looking around, laughing at everything. Like, wow, that's what you bought? Yeah, that's what I bought right here. It's pretty good. It'll do the job. And then when that screen unveils itself of being that black technology, and when that projector produces off of it and the halo system comes, all the lights push up, yeah, there you go. Got to know how to sell product. See, in business, there's several ways. You have to know how to market and sell a product. You have to know how to make a product that you can market and sell. And most importantly, you got to be able to back it all up. And if you got those three together, you become unstoppable. If you can back it up, you can crush everybody else in the process. One time I did a demonstration. We had a 720p, a 1080p on the floor, and we turned it on, and everybody thought the image was coming from the 1080p, and it was actually coming from the 720p. I'm like, wow, look at this 1080p projector. It's absolutely amazing. I gotta find that video. It's absolutely amazing. Everybody was like, wow, wow, 1080p, and then realized the entire time they was watching a 720p projector. Like one time, Curl Boys, we got them really good in a demonstration. So, what happened was, I had the other person's product. My screen blended into their screen, and their screen disappeared on our black technology. And we bought a live chat. We brought them in, and I said, hey, what do you think of my screen? And they said, oh, it's trash, it's garbage, it's too dark, it's sitting there. I said, really? Turned the projector off. Crow's product was sitting up against my screen. Y'all left the room one by one. Did I embarrass you? Next time, learn your lesson before you walk in my room. Talk trash. To embarrass you. I had to embarrass you. You made me do it. You didn't give me any choices. You asked for it, then I gave it to you. Whatever happened to this week money where the girl was. Now they're not even the Crow Boys anymore. They're just the Cry Boys. Because that's all y'all do is cry. Cry, cry, cry. Well, we'll be in to buy the rest of this stuff. Let's see if we get more cancellations. She's going to remove them off the website and may magically disappear. No, not there anymore. All right, so where we at with this? We got the. There we go. There we go. Way too small. What the frick is going on with that? All right, let's start off where we started from. Yeah. Oh, we don't got music. Where's the freaking music at? We're not plugged in. Hold on for a minute. We got to get plugged in for music. Because we need that beat. That beat was slamming. There we go. Now we got the beat. So we went from a 2700 lumens to now 1000 lumens. 600 by 800 SVGA. Did an also short throw, backed it up to 2700 lumens, dropped it down to 1000. I can bring it up at 5,000 and drop it to 1,000, just like that. And it will still run perfectly. You guys can't do this. Can't do projector swap outs. And try doing this in a fully lit environment, please. That's why it's going to have the name, the mother of all screens. And anyone dare to challenge it, we'll come for you. when I tell you this thing is going to crush all records, 2 different forms of this technology. I can't wait. I'm planning to have so many test demonstrations on this technology. It's going to basically match the actual demonstrations that you actually have. We're going to push the technology through the freaking roof. It's going to show up in expos, trade shows, every place and any place we can drop this technology. And tonight, when we open the park on my 50 lumen setup, watching the demonstration out there on the new channel called Mother of All Projection Screens. Gentlemen, one thing you should know about me. Any technology I've ever developed, I've always backed it 100% with all tests to pass that product. So what do you think is going to happen with this one right here when we give it a nickname, Mother of All Screens? So you know at the end of the day, for those of you who try to challenge us, it's going to be bad for you, extremely bad. I would advise you and give you a little bit of sound advice. Cancel out. She said, nope, done. I got to fix the fan. But yeah, I would advise you. And I'm giving you fair warning on this. That order comes through, put the money back in the account. Because this technology is not going to shame you the screen. It's going to end your company. Do you understand that? Now, for anybody else we're doing testing on, they're good people at the end of the day. But your stuff, we're going to embarrass big time. And I mean embarrass. I'm going to put you through all the testing this technology had to go through. All of it. And it's going to be months of it, of testing. You're not going to like it. So, those of you who have talked trash about our technology, you're going to need to cancel. Remove a state, whatever you got to do at the end of the day. Just don't let it land here. And you better pray that they don't have a little wager, because they like to do these wager things. We call them the wolf pal, and what they like to do, they get together and say, hey, it's a better system who can get it down there to Mr. Bird. Then you got a problem on your hands, because then you won't be able to stop that one at all, period. You won't know who's coming in, where they're coming in. They go pick it up to bring it down here for testing. And if they get it down here, I'm going to test it on everything. Even the test that you didn't do. And mind you, this screen is going to have a total of 30 black on black tests alone attached to it. And you haven't done one yet. So, like I said, I'm giving you fair warning for Mr. Partey and Mr. Fernando. Cancel out. When it comes, when we get there, put the money back in the account. That's the best thing you can do. Won't hold it against you. It's just normal process for us. As for everybody else, well, thank you so much for participating in our technology, because we have to do this to say that our product is number one. And again, anyone's screen, we always give them high marks. Good product at the end of the day. I had that paint on HD that came through Pro HD. I liked that product when it came through. Actually, it was pretty interesting because that screen paint was able to pull like a really high white level, but the contrasts were good. I mean, it's good contrasts. Very good, great paint. Very good paint. If I was still designing digital and crystal screen paint, that would have given me a little bit of run for my money. So I was actually pretty good. So, you know, I looked at their sites. They do it, everything they put down in their specifications. They're by the book, you know what I mean? They don't embellish anything or write things that are not so and make things up, you know what I mean? Professionals. These two jokers, on the other hand, not professionals at all, period. No. As you've seen in the track record we have on them, doing business with them, they're not very professional. But you're the ones talking the most trash. No one else is talking it, just you, too, at the end of the day. So, I'm going to get you to cancel out, put money back in my account, and remove states when we get done with you. And if your product does get down here, when I get done with that stuff, then they will we do to it? Well, you just imagine the worst thing that could possibly happen to your product in life. The worst thing ever. And you multiply that times a million, what I'm going to do to your stuff. Next time, don't run your mouth about basically being the best at developing black technology. That would be us. I got no problem with any company developing black technology. I don't. I support it 100%. The more the merrier. I love that. But to keep my name out of it. That's all. You don't have to worry about being terrified when we come to your front door and giving us that money back. Because that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. Really embarrassing. So we can't keep the money. Why not? We can't. Our product does not work. So why would you basically challenge this guy in the first beginning if you knew your product wasn't going to work against him? Well, we were just talking trash. That's what we were doing. Okay, well, I warned you. You thought you was terrified of that Spartan technology. No, Spartan couldn't touch this with a 10-foot pole. Not what this thing's going to be designed to do. No, a 10-foot pole couldn't touch it.
At Staples, we believe in real-time data, but also in real...
AI is smart, but it can also help you get smarter.
AI tools are already helping people. It's likely that...
So, like I said, we know you're on your channel, we know you're talking a lot of trash, and we explain something to you real quick. If your product's good, and you see you can take this technology on, like you said, then I should not be getting my money back, and none of the states should be canceled. As a matter of fact, I'm expecting by the time we get ready to order your stuff, I want my state put back in. Put the state back in so we can go and order your stuff. Because I would rather order it personally myself than have my friends get it. So be a man, put the state back in. I'm going to go pick up your product, bring it down here, and see if it basically is worth the money. But if you don't have it in there, that's the first sign I'm going to tell that you're scared. Like when you first locked your shopping carts. No one locks shopping carts when they're on vacation. Maintenance in a site, yeah, but not when they're on vacation. People make money when they're on vacation. That's the whole purpose of having the beauty of a website. You can make money while you're on vacation. Do you lock your shopping carts when you go to sleep? No, you don't, do you? All right, then. I've had people when I go buy stuff from them, I'm on vacation. If you want to buy it, I'll take care of it when I get back. I did the same thing when I went to Disney World. So who locked shopping carts? We know why he locked those shopping carts. He didn't want an order to push through because that means he would have to send the money back. And he didn't want that embarrassment. Oh, man. I'm not going to waste my time getting the rest. I'm not going to do all that. 2 people coming to place the order. First sign we know we can't place the order is when the state of Pennsylvania is still missing. So don't talk trash about your product being the best black projection screen paint on the market, because it's not. Not even rear projection at that. Well, what are we going to coat with this thing in rear projection? Oh, I got something. It's actually cheaper than plexiglass too. It's smoother and cheaper than plexiglass. We used it before. We'll show you later on what we're going to be using. It's going to be a fan. We're going to build these little screens out of different materials to show you cheap ways on how you can build front and rear screens. And it will cost you a lot of money. But the best surface I've seen, not best surface, but the nicest one I've seen, it's more like a TV. For those using ultra short throws, would be the sneeze guards. So the sneeze guards, or they got them. I'll show you. We'll do a demonstration. I'll show you where you get them from. But they have them over on Amazon. That's the place I would get them. A lot cheaper. And they come with these clear stands that you fit it right on top of. Beautiful. You can set your ultra short throw behind that, coated with that invisible technology. Yeah, perfect setup. Already has the stands already cut. Perfect. So that's what I plan to use for mine. And then what my buddy's going to do, he's going to 3D print my panels clear and cut the holes in so we can install the speakers so they connect onto my screen. And I'm going to get mine from Amazon. And if you call the company will do custom sizes for you, because that's what they do. Custom sizes for all different kinds of windows, or desk or whatever you need at the end of the day. They do customization. So this comes with the huge plexiglass and the stands, the feet that fit underneath of it to make it look more professional. We put them on blast like that because they talk a lot of trash. They talk so much trash and just never
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and video downloads, so you can watch cooking.
So we knew the minute we started working on this stuff, we knew they were going to end there crying and whining about, oh, it's this, it's that, it's blah, blah, blah. Some new stuff. Anything we develop, you'll see it's a pattern. They're going there and cry about it every single time. We're waiting for that sun killer technology. We haven't seen that one yet from them. We were supposed to get Scarlet Samurai, haven't seen that one. Sugar Plum Fairy, haven't seen that one. The Alpha, never saw that one either. The Dedicated, never saw that one either. Just all these. Oh, the whatchamacallit, we were supposed to see that one. The gamer technology, they never made that one either. We never saw any of it. So now, for those, just get back to the business. 600 by 800, 720p SVGA. Are we using HDMI port yet? Oh, the other projectors, they use HDMI port. No HDMI ports on these on long throws. So it just shows you're not going to miss anything. If you do 600 by 800, SVGA, still beautiful picture. XGA, still beautiful picture. And WXGA, which is actually the short throw over there. Now, one of the demonstrations we are going to do that's going to involve the 5000, we're going to take our 1000 lumen projector here and stick it side by side to a 5000. We've done these demonstrations before. It shows you that you don't have to have all that power in order to produce that image. So we can show you that a 1000 projector is going to produce almost the same image as a projector at 5000, which is a WXGA, and this is going to be an SVGA versus that technology, and a bigger projector. Like we did 4K versus 720p. Have they done those demonstrations? No, they haven't. Really, honestly. Let me fix this while you're watching this. Charlie bit my finger. Really? What did I say? Really? Oh, they're way over here. Tell you, Mr. Berg, not everybody don't like him. Certified screens can't stand me. Freaking people make, well, those particular two people, the rest of them, I'm cool with everybody else. It's just only those two. But I'm cool with everybody else, but them two just can't stand me at the end of the day. But y'all don't back anything up. You don't make anything new. And why you hate me for it at the end of the day? All I do is come and just make good product. You just work hard every day. Maybe because they'd rather have me just sit back and lie and basically cheat and cut corners so they can continue to do so. Maybe they don't like the fact that people compare the videos and they expect for them to do the same thing as us. Okay, so I guess the best thing to do is to make me seem like a fraud, so that way that people will stay away from me and continue to get ripped off by you. And again, I can't say this enough. Where's my black paint? I'm literally thinking about sending this guy another certified letter for my black paint. Because again, I shouldn't be paying for black paint. He's supposed to supply it for me from now on. I literally made him my official black paint supplier. And we haven't got dropped from him yet. And I need black paint for the test for this thing. I mean, we'll buy it ourselves. I mean, we usually do anyway. But still, you know, if you're going to talk trash and send you a certified letter, you signed for it. I mean, can I have my black paint, please? Because if you don't, I'm just going to take it to court and sue the daylights out of you because you made a claim that was false and we gave you the opportunity to back it up. So, send my stuff, please, because I really need my stuff. I got testing coming up. Yeah, I really want to get that done. Seriously. No jokes aside, I got to do that test. It's very important. It got to be done.
Good morning. It's a great day to be a VOC International shareholder because I am thrilled to report our investments in internet technology continue to yield colossal returns. EBITDA margins are strong and our future looks brighter than ever. And today, we stand on the verge of a new frontier alongside our dear friends at Opera GX. We're proud to present our very own super-powered browser. Browser from VOC. With browsing speeds that could give A-Train a run for his money, a laser-tight filter on news, and, thanks to the Deep and his dedicated team in crime analytics, Browser has been injected with an encrypted connection to a private VPN with advanced cookie and ad blocking protection. It's like having the 7 protecting you online, so your personal data and identity stays safely in your hands, and ours, and Homelanders.
Why do we have a
And just as
commercial?
you trust VOC superheroes with your lives,
No.
you can trust VOC International with every detail of
No,
what you
we don't do that.
online. So whether you're watching a
Get out of here. Show a whole freaking commercial in there. We're gonna stop for a couple of minutes. Boom! Commercial. Alright. So, we start adding content to the new channel. I can't wait to get outside. Finally, someplace else other than this area. I can roam around now. And then once we get the screen coming in, because I got a screen coming in, we got a thin sheet of plexiglass we got coming in. Because I want to do the front and rear technology. So that's the best way to do it, is to make the screen, the portable screen, out of plexiglass. That way we can show up the front and rear at the exact same time. Because I want to put my projector behind it like a TV and watch it. That's what I want to do. Oh, they make the little stands too. So the whole thing comes apart. I can put it into a lot of case. I'm actually building the case. You can do your own custom duffel bags, so it fits all my stuff in there nicely. What better way to show this thing off? All right, let you guys look at this for a little bit. I got to go check something real quick. Phone got a full charge. That's got a full charge on it. Still got more updating to do on the site. Sorry for that.
Diabetes can serve up a lot of questions, like what is your glucose and can you have more carbs? Before you decide, with the Freestyle Libre 3 system, know your glucose and where it's heading. No finger sticks needed. Now the world's smallest and thinnest sensor sends your glucose levels directly to your smartphone. Manage your diabetes with more confidence and lower your A1C, the #1 CGM prescribed in the US. Try it for free at freestylelibre.us.
1 second, you feel safe. And then,
The police are on their way.
well, you still do.
Commercial? Whee! Sorry, I guess I gotta do something out there. Ugh. Alright, let me see. Like this. Wolves, 4K snow screensaver. Can we get the little wolfies? Yes, we can get the little wolfies. 1,000 lumens. I'll be back.
What's considered normal for your cat is interesting. But if your cat isn't their quirky self lately, they may have pain from a common condition called osteoarthritis. Now there's Silencia. Silencia is a once-monthly injection to control your cat's OA pain. Veterinary professionals administering Silencia who are pregnant, trying to conceive, or breastfeeding should take extreme care to avoid self-injection. Self-injection could cause allergic reactions like anaphylaxis. Ask your vet about Silencia and help get your cat back to their normal.
When it comes to headphones, comfort and quality is so important to me. Hi, I'm Allie, and today I'm going to be talking about the new Sonos Ace headphones. I've actually had a chance to use these for the last few weeks. I'm so excited to finally talk about these with you. Let's get into it. Let's open these up. These come in soft white and black. I'm going to be unboxing the white ones. Here I have the soft white. The case is actually really nice. It's super soft on the outside, but you can tell that it's going to keep everything secure. Opening these up right away, the first thing that I notice is the cable pouch. It's so cute and small, but it is definitely going to fit all the cables that it comes with, and it's magnetic. Taking the headphones out, I can tell that these are going to be so comfortable for all day wear, and the ear cushions are so plush. These are actually magnetic, so removing them for cleaning or needing any type of replacement is going to be super easy.
Really commercial.
These are the first headphones from Sonos, and they come with that incredible audio that you're expecting.
It's on the bright side.
When I was listening to my favorite indie artist's cover of a 90s tune,
Like, where's the freaking, just had him on a few minutes ago. Working on something. Sorry about that, people. About the commercials. Look. They do.
When it's time to shine, make the most of it. That's always been my way, especially when it comes to managing weight and health. Obesity can increase the risk of cardiovascular disease, including heart attack and even stroke. That's the real heart of the issue. Talk to a healthcare provider about your weight. Your heart may depend on it. Go to truthaboutweight.com to discover more.
When these Supreme Court justices stood before the Senate to get a job on the highest court in the land, they made it clear they believed.
I don't think the president is above the law. No person in this country, no matter how high, is above the law.
I believe that no one is above the law, and that includes the president.
No man is above the law.
A president is not above the law.
And nobody is above the law, and that includes the president of the United States.
Now they're going to rule on a case where Trump's lawyers are arguing that presidents can't be prosecuted for committing crimes while in office. The integrity of the Supreme Court, the integrity of the rule of law is on the line. These justices must prove their words were not just empty promises. They must rule against Trump's case and uphold the principle that in America, no one is above the law, even the president.
Sorry about that. Let's take care of some business. Charge is still good.
Do you really believe you'll find dinner in here? Doing that one again. So, as I work here, for not too long, but you know, while I work here, I try to do nice things for people who I basically run out to. And the ladies don't like to clean the trash cans because they get dirty, they get nasty. I can understand that part. But that was my job anyway when I was a kid anyway. So, I help them out. I come in, I clean up the trash can, wash his cans down for them, and I put them back where they're at. Just like the house that I went out and rented, that I went in and did all the insulation again, put a new oven in there, new refrigerator, something that I wanted actually in the day, but they can have it. It's my way of saying thank you when I leave. Because I'm planning to leave from there too and get my little piece of land. The house I did the 200-inch screen in, I redid their entire basement floor. I had somebody come in and redo their whole floor, insulated, cement and everything, because they treated me nice when I was over there. So yeah, people did right by me, always leave something behind. One place I was at, I left them entire screen in projector, just left it there. Because the landlord was nice. I said, well look, hey, when you rent it out now, you can just say it has a theater room in here. Because he saw it, he said, you leaving that there? I said, well, I was actually thinking about putting it over top of it because I need my security deposit. And he was like, well, you know, if you keep it in, that'd be kind of nice. I was okay, whatever, he's left it in there. I get projectors, so it's not a problem. We don't pay anything for them anyway. Yep, every place I'm at, I always leave something behind. Whew. Now, in this place, what are we doing here? Insulation. This place is cool. We got insulation here. We don't use the cable. We have actually had a cable installed in here, a Verizon system installed in here. The entire place is dry lock, so it's basically moisture and everything else proof. Repaired the floor. That's what's on the floor right now, dry lock, and you know, of course screen paint's on it right now, but same thing. But anyway, the dry lock was there first. I literally had to dry lock the entire unit. Walls, cracks, floors, everything. and then go out there with that heavy cement epoxy, hit all the cracks, everything. Yeah, I had to pretty much look to rebuilding in here. But other than that, yeah. It whoever comes back in here to do some work in the garage, and whatever they're going to use it for, it's insulated. It'll keep the place nice and warm, and it'll keep it nice and cool. And on top of that, it's got cable already installed in already. So always leave something behind. But if you did wrong by me, well, you got a ton of pictures. I'll basically research your building, get a ton of pictures anyway if you're doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, and then we'll have some talk with license inspection. So I literally went through that with a building, literally an apartment building. I went through that mess where the building was not really up to code. There was so much stuff going on in that building. It wasn't even funny. So much. And I documented the entire building for a year. From upstairs to downstairs. Not just my place. I mean basement, the whole 9 yards, everything. Inside, outside, everything. Everything. Yep. Sent them a nice little letter. All the pictures attached to it. And that's it. Showed up for court twice. They never showed up. Brought my court documents and said, look, I went back to... That's what you're supposed to do. If they don't show up, go back to the courthouse and get your paperwork before it disappears. So that's what I did. I went and got my paperwork. Showing that both times, judge basically submits me and everything. Because they'll try to go back and say, hey, you owe this, that, and the other. Like, no. Judge dismissed the entire thing because you never showed up. I was there, but you weren't there. Yeah, go get your paperwork. That's what I did. Went right into the office, got my paperwork for both documents. So, yep, sent them all that over. At the end of the day, I said, I'm leaving your building. I'm done. Your building is unfit from what I've seen in that place. Literally, fire extinguishers from 1998. How did they get away with that? How the frick do you get away with that at the end of the day? Those things don't work, right? They don't disperse anything at all, period. There's no inspection tags on it. Fire extinguishers are supposed to have inspection tags hanging off of them. And they didn't even have that. Carbon dioxide units didn't work. Half of the outlets didn't run. They literally had outlets from the 1920s. You don't have circle outlets sticking outside of your baseboard. You can't run an air conditioner today. You know what kind of fires you would cause at the end of the day? Oh, yeah. Dangerous. Very dangerous building. I'm glad to be out of it. I thought I was going to die. Good thing about being on the first floor, because that's the one thing I was happy about. If a fire did burst out in that place, at least I could get out faster than anybody else, which is sad. But yeah, it's jacked up. Yeah. There's a lot of problems with that building. A lot of it. A lot. Oh, and they got a nerve to market it as a luxury building. Yeah. This goes to show you what'll pass for inspection to do. But you know, you make a lot of money, you know, you can line pockets. I seen it when I was in the food business. I seen it all the time. I seen inspectors walk in there and they go into the office, come out with an envelope, and that's the last you hear of it. Yes, sirree. Seriously, not to creep you out, but do you really think at the end of the day, some places like the little moms and pops, they're the ones that basically have to go through the inspection because they don't have the money to pay it off. But some of those places, the real high-end ones, they're the worst places ever. The worst places ever to work at. I'm not going to say what restaurants. I'm just saying they were the worst places to work at because they could pay it off. I wouldn't dare eat anything in that place. Come in there with a Mickey D's bag and like, you don't eat from here? No, good. Now when the chef tells you don't eat from the restaurant, that's when you don't eat from the restaurant. You don't eat from the restaurant. That's simple and plain. One-on-one. You don't see any of the employees, you don't see any of the staffs, nobody eating from the restaurant? Yeah. Don't eat from the restaurant. Unless they've been there for years and they had everything on the menu, and it just makes them sick just to look at it, then that's another thing too. When I worked at Pizza Hut, I could stand the smell of pizza. Because I smelled it every day. Alright. Whew, man, I tell you, that was something else, man. But I'm done on that one. Try to be a good person at the end of the day. My people. Alright, what do we got for time here? Because I had to walk in and out of this thing a couple of times. Let me see, 2:59. Got a couple 2 hours, almost 3 hours in here on this. So, I'm going to have to go order some black paint because I do want to do some black versus black demonstrations. I do want to at least get probably about 5 to 10 of those at 10%. So that's important to get those done. So I'm gonna have to order some stuff for that. And Saturday, I'm thinking like, okay, it's Monday, but it's not. I'm thinking it's Friday, but it's Saturday. So I'm gonna so I get the hiccups. I had to call those companies on Monday for the surfaces I can get for free because they're samples, but the other ones I have to pay for. Yeah. All right, let me see. White screen. Oh, really? Forget where we put stuff at. I tell you, you can pay the money for air cleaners, which I paid for. You can basically clean the shop out every freaking day. Put your clothes in vacuum seal bags. Somehow they get to it. I don't know how, but they do. Can't wear black anymore. I love wearing black. I love it. I feel like I'm cloaked into the darkness with the black boy. But we can't wear it. Because we gotta, well, at least at the bright side, he's not freaking white. He's an all-white cat. Because, man, I don't know how people do it with the all-white Persians. Because, whew, he blends in a little bit, but still, this stuff pops up on me. Every time I see somebody say, got a cat? Like, yep, how'd you guess? I got one, too. Yep. I got two. Last time I did that demonstration, I was at 2,700 lumens. Now I'm at 1,000, which is much less. So that's heightener 2 that's sitting on the screen right now. And these are the tests we have to do. And there's a lot of them we have to do. So I want to make sure this screen has way more than the Phantom. Phantom has one of those craziest black on black tests ever. We're really able to draw into the screen on that technology. So that's what we're going to do with this one. We're going to draw into the screen. So just to give people that made claims that their products, their black products actually work, you're going to match every single one of my black on black tests because I'm going to put you into the challenge. Next time you make the offer to say that your product's better than mine, be careful who you're talking to at the end of the day. I can do that easy. Did I make an announcement I was going to do it? No, I just did it right on camera, right on live, out of nowhere. Because I know my own product at the end of the day. I know what it's designed to do. Most people would have done that unless they had a chance to try it off camera first, and then they tried it on camera. No, we did it right on camera, right in front of them. That's why we draw it to the screen, because there's no way to get around that one. Just have to trust your work. And we know what a heightener is because we're blessed to have that technology, and that's what it does to black screens. Our technology allows our screens to read higher white levels. Which one of the demonstrations I want to do with this screen and showcase, I want to have it covered up with a black cloth, have the projector hit it, show a beautiful snowstorm, and then people say, okay, white levels are okay, and then watch that curtain pull back and see the actual screen. Tell me that won't be a hot demonstration. Yep. Alright people, hope you enjoyed. We'll be doing some more test demonstrations as we go along on our journey. And once the screen is finally complete, it'll be up for sale. As I said before, we have to test those 92 ounces to make sure they can fit. They fit in the flat rate boxes. We ship them overseas, no problem, free of charge. But if they don't, then we can't ship them. We just have the 64s and 64 ounces and the 50 ounces. That will be available. Still, we make big screens out, very big screens. All right, hope you enjoyed. Thank you for your time, and God bless.